friends, today let's take a look at bridge pose. Bridge pose is a wonderful posture to help open up our hip flexors, targeting the iliopsoas, giving that a nice stretch. It'll help increase our spinal flexibility, especially in the lower back, and can also help with digestive issues and just giving an overall sense of calm. For the supported bridge pose, we will need a support under our sacrum. I recommend using a yoga block if you've got that. But if you don't, no worries. You can use a rolled up towel or a rolled blanket. So just set those bolsters aside and have those ready. Let's go ahead and get started. We'll begin in a seated position with our feet flat on the floor, and then just gently lowering yourself so your back is fully on the ground. Make sure there's no gaps between your mat and your spine, coming into as neutral a position as possible. You want to make sure your heels are in alignment with your hips. And we're just going to wake up the area that we're going to be targeting today. So we'll just do a few pelvic curls. It doesn't have to be a big motion here. Gently, just think about bringing your pelvis towards your nose and releasing back down towards your mat. Again, pelvis towards your nose and releasing down towards your mat. And just do that a few more times until you feel like those fibers have had a little bit of blood flow and things are getting warmed up. Once you're ready to get started, let's walk our heels in towards our glutes just a little bit more. Just find a position that's comfortable for you. Don't force anything. Bend your elbows, bringing your palms to face each other. And now we're going to place our energy in our heels and our elbows. And think about engaging your glutes and lifting your pelvis towards the ceiling. You'll start to feel engagement and warmth happening in your hamstrings and your glutes, and you'll start to feel a stretch happen across your quads, your hip flexors, and maybe a stretch in your abdomen as well. Now with that block or that bolster, I should have had mine closer. Just grab your bolster and place it under the flat part of your lower back, which is your sacrum. So you can have your bolster down on the lower position. If you feel like you want a little bit more, you can have your bolster up on the higher position, or you can have your blanket under your sacrum as well. I'm going to have mine on the lower position today. And just take a nice deep inhale here, breathing in through your nose all the way down into your lower abdomen and all the way out. Now to really get that stretch of the iliopsoas, we're going to extend one leg at a time. So slowly and gently extend one leg and place that heel back on the ground. If you feel any discomfort, adjust your bolster or just come out of the position entirely. You should really start to feel an engagement, a lengthening of the front of the leg there. With each exhale, feel yourself relaxing further and further into the position. If you feel like you'd like a little bit more, you can extend that same arm up over your head, reaching towards the opposite wall. That'll give a full length stretch. Take 3 to 5 deep breaths here. And when you're ready, on your next exhale, let it go. And as you inhale, bring your foot flat to the earth again, bending your knee, and return your arm back to neutral. Inhale deeply, extend that other leg, placing the heel on your mat. If it feels good to you, you can extend your arm over your head on this side. But just because you did it on one side doesn't mean you need to do it on the other. Each side is its own side. And take 3 to 5 deep, long, luxurious breaths here. And when you're ready, inhaling, bringing that foot back down to the mat. Bring your arm back to neutral. Inhale, engage your glutes, lifting your pelvis towards the ceiling. Remove your block, set that aside, and slowly, slowly, from your shoulders to your sacrum, lower your vertebrae down to the mat, one at a time. As a counter pose, bring your knees into your chest. You can grab your knees, you can hug your knees to your chest. Maybe it feels good to roll your lower back in circles. Maybe it feels good to roll from side to side. Just give that little massage to the lower back. And when you're ready, drop your knees to one side, pressing your hand into the ground and returning to a seated position. Take a couple nice cleansing breaths here and notice any sensations that you may have. Do you feel any openness or sensations that you didn't have before you did this pose? Take that to heart. You've done something good for yourself today. I hope this gives you ease of movement and a sense of openness all day long.